place has already ran out of gas in the area. But as of right now, we're staying, and I have a pretty good sized generator to run the house. We are preparing to evacuate from Hurricane Delta, and as you know, we just really made it back from Hurricane Laura.
These guys replacing the roof from Laura, so hopefully it holds up and everybody stays safe.
My sister's staying here, my mom and I are leaving. I have a feeling all these debris piles all over the city are all going to be, wind blown. We're going to have to pick it all up again.
Everything's clean, everything's put up, and so we're evacuating to Houston as soon as the roof's done.
No,
we're going to stay.
We're going to stay this time. I evacuated.
Three of us, two of us left.
We always
stayed.
Yeah.
You even called me at 3 in the morning. Are y'all still there?
Right.
Yeah.
So, we're just trying to get things ready for our next one, which is late tomorrow.
Feeling wise I spend days just crying when I came out here to try to get something done. And it's just because you just want to wake up from a bad dream and then you realize it's not a dream, and some days you feel like, how am I gonna get through this? All the ceilings, the walls, the floors, have to be. The adjuster came out like a week and a half ago. So since the hurricane, they not too long came out. And I was told pretty much my house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and at least 85% of it have to be tore out from the floors, the walls, the ceiling. So that's pretty much everything down to the frame. The insurance company want people to come in and give prices, okay? So after you get, everybody's so busy, so after you get on a list to be able to come out, then you spending like an hour walking around, going through the whole process. Then they have to get everything emailed to you. Then you have to get that to the insurance company. So before the insurance company even send you a payment, time is just there going. So that's why the mold has exceeded like through the roof, because you have to keep everything and it's just spreading, because that's what it do. So and me having my adjuster not able to come out until a month after, it just, and so now I got all these bugs that been crawling. Everywhere is wet. These little black things. I don't know. My neighbor's 3 houses down, for what they have with his, how old his roof is, they told him, when the adjuster went, in our system, your roof was 15 years old. We are not covering anything underneath your roof. His whole house, sheetrock cracked all the way from the top to bottom, ceiling fell in. They won't cover none of his house, because he got to prove that his roof was not 15 years old. And like they telling me, I need to prove that my roof is not 9 years old. Because they gonna say, okay, if it would have been changed before, I wouldn't have had this much damage. And that's not fair.
I've got insurance, but so far haven't heard back from insurance. Insurance has been dragging their feet also on everyone. So everybody's in a situation where I actually applied for SBA just in case insurance doesn't cover. So I think we're all in the same boat.
I just wanted to know what y'all's protocol was because of new hurricanes coming. I just want to know how busy y'all were.
In order to take our pictures or do anything, we have to sign consent form, even for working here with Allstate. Unfortunately, they just can't take our picture without our consent.
Right. Unfortunately, we have a designated media team, so we can't speak to any. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean,
Sorry about that.
The governor didn't declare it a national emergency right off the bat, and then after President Trump came in is when he was like, okay, maybe, it really is a disaster area. And then after that, they started bringing in, the electric companies, and they started bringing in the National Guard, but it took a while, it took a couple weeks, so.
Well, see, I guess the first storm that hit us was Hurricane Rita, and it was all new because the government haven't really dealt with that. Then it was Katrina right after that. So the help for the very first storm, Rita and Katrina, I know people in New Orleans got a lot of help, but we got a lot of help during Rita. I mean, it was outstanding. They had military coming in, dropping off fuel, which they do now, but I mean, they were down here saving cattle. I mean, you had a lot of help right away, and the funding was great. Everything, they helped out and they stepped up. Now this time, there's a lot more red tape involved. Like if you're filling out trying to get help, talk to a lot of people, they're struggling with the applications, and I guess it's just a widespread storm. You're not getting the help that you deserve down here.
I wish the government would, once they propose a mandatory evacuation, I wish they would go ahead and get everything together then on an as-if basis, so that if it does happen, worst case scenario, they can just start moving in instantly, like temporary housing and stuff like that, instead of waiting until way after the fact. And then, we have to do this now because it's hard, it's hard for these, like my grandma, she's old. It's hard for her to be displaced because of the hurricane. And as you can tell, we still don't have electricity yet, which props to the electric companies. They're working on it, but it's hard. It's hard, especially, this is our third time doing it. Rita, Ike, and now Laura. Over and over and over again,